My people, you don't read. You go watch that interview now for TVC News, where Super Eagle Oyibo defender Ashleigh Plumptre can reveal why she abandoned England, can decide to play for Super Falcons of Nigeria. And after we finish the watch that interview, I will tell you everything you need to know about this beautiful Oyibo lady where come play for Super Falcons of Nigeria, where she helped them win their 10th title.
Super Falcons defender Ashleigh Plumptre joins me now in the studio. Good to have you here, Ashleigh.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How did it feel on the pitch first during the first half when you were 2 goals down? How did you feel?
I'll be honest, I think I felt like every other Nigerian fan watching when I came in at halftime. I just needed to sit and have a second with myself. I don't think any of us were really expecting to go 2 goals down. I think for the whole tournament as well, like we were known to have a really good defensive record, and we only conceded 1 goal, which was a penalty up until that point. So yeah, it did kind of shake us a little bit, but I think, you know, when we went into at halftime, we knew that this was like do or die almost. So we knew that when we went out for the second half that we had to make a difference.
And you did make a difference,
Yeah.
and Nigerians were really so happy about what you put out there. So talk to us about the drive. What was that passion? What was fueling your passion to record that success?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we carry the weight of the expectation on our shoulders, but we also have very high standards of ourselves. So we knew in the tournament, we titled the whole campaign Mission X. We wanted to win our 10th title, and we didn't want to go home without a fight. So being 2-0 down, you obviously get to a point where you're like, you have nothing to lose. And I think we all had that mindset going into the second half. We all believed we could come back, but it was just how difficult that was going to be. I think when we made a couple of subs, and then we started to pressure the Moroccan team a bit more and win the ball back, and in their final third I think we created more opportunities, and then we just kind of got momentum and Morocco got tired and we executed the game plan in the second half.
I know the Niger spirit was just there all through. So talk to us about the reception. The president, did something very wonderful. It received commendations from different quarters celebrating your team on this 10th victory. Talk to us about how you and members of the team feel about the recognition accorded you by the president.
Yeah, honestly, even now, it's still not all set in for me. I think even for some of the girls on the team, every day since we've arrived in Nigeria, obviously we were in Abuja and then we flew to Lagos, but it's just been one thing after the next in terms of celebrations. Obviously the first thing that we did was meet the president, and that for me is still like quite overwhelming to know that I got that opportunity, and the fact that all of us could meet and greet him personally. To be hosted the way that we were as well it was a beautiful occasion. We arrived, we were given flowers, we had pictures. There was a really nice reception for us, so yeah, we were all grateful for that.
I think it's just also to drive home that point that Nigeria is indeed the place to be. Now talk to us about that shipped from England to Nigeria, bearing the green and white jersey and representing it wholly. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, it's definitely been, I always speak to my dad about this, like it's been a journey that's gone way beyond football for me. I mean, I represented England in the youth age groups, and then I made the decision to, just off my own back, I said I wanted to learn more about my heritage, and the best way to do that was through the only thing that I knew, which was football. And there is a backstory to that. I can do a long story short, but I've got a younger sister who she kind of wanted to delve into her heritage, and I never really had, and my dad hadn't really either. So my sister, she's 12 years younger than me, and she actually at this time, when I think she was about 10, she was trying to learn Yoruba from my grandfather, and obviously we were brought up in a very British household. So she was speaking to me about her experiences as a young mixed race girl in the UK, and I could empathise with her to an extent, but she looks different to me. She's darker skinned than me, she's got more textured hair than me, and her experiences in the UK have been different to mine. So that kind of fueled her wanting to know more about our heritage, and then I felt like I wanted to go on that journey with her. So I said to my dad, yeah, this is something that I don't want to back out of. I know I want to represent Nigeria, and there'll be no going back to England, which was fine with me because it was where my life journey had taken me to that point. So yeah, I made that decision, and I've never looked back since.
Interesting. But did you face any hurdles, making that decision? Were you at any point beginning to feel like you made a mistake?
No, I've never once felt it. I mean, Obviously I was questioned on my heritage a lot by England fans, Nigerian fans, just football fans overall. But then I think, I'll be honest, I think more like, obviously I've been on the team now for 4 years, and people have gotten to know my journey a little bit more and why I do what I do and why I represent what I do. And I think being able to take people on that journey with me, they now have an understanding, and I don't get those questions as much.
All right, and I'm curious if you've learned any local languages just yet, or is it pidgin? How do you do it?
Oh my gosh.
Is anyone want to express how you did, how far?
You're right, I do fine.
Yes, of course, you heard that directly from her. Ashleigh Plumptre was born on the 8th of May 1998 in England to Tim Plumptre, a British father of Nigerian descent. Yes, her father is a British citizen, but a Yoruba man from Nigeria. Her mom is a full British citizen. Her name is Sharon Glover. Ashleigh grew up in the UK, but her heart beat strongly for Nigeria. From a young age, she stood out on the football field. Her journey took her from playing grassroots level football in England to earning a scholarship at the University of Southern California, where she studied human biology and played for the USC Trojans. But her story took a remarkable turn when she decided to represent her fatherland, Nigeria. In 2022, she made her debut for the Super Falcons and quickly became a rock in defense. Her decision wasn't just about football, it was about identity, heritage, and honor. And today we celebrate her person as she has helped Nigeria lift the Women African Cup of Nations, standing as a key player and a proud ambassador of African excellence. Ashleigh plies her trade in Saudi Arabia, where she currently plays for Al Ittihad Football Club. And I can tell you for free that Ashleigh is not just making tackles, she's also making history for Nigeria and indeed Africa.